what's up, guys? Over here at the body shop today, just doing a quick update video. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. Looks like they made some more progress. I got to be honest though, I'm not real happy. I'm happy, but I'm not happy. I'm happy that we're making the progress we're making. As you can see, they've started to put the rubber seals and the trim on the car. They got the T-tops in, but I saw some stuff that I wasn't real happy with, and some stuff that needs to be addressed in order for me to be happy. So they got some more work to do. The trim needs to be touched up. There's some scratches and whatnot in the trim that needs to be taken care of. They also need to paint this centerpiece here in between the T-tops. That's supposed to be black. They got it painted red. I almost kind of wanted to leave it red for about a split second. When I thought about it, I was like, nah, I want it black. But I mean, the hood looks good. I'm happy with that. But they got some more work to do. They got a couple areas that need to be addressed. A little bit more, mostly detail work that needs to be done. Looks like they burned through the paint there when they were buffing this car. So that's got to be taken care of. Engine bay needs to be freshened up and tidied up, and they still got work they got to do there. That needs to be detailed. That core support needs to be repainted. The fender wells need to be painted. The frame rails also need to be painted. They got some touch-ups to do on the firewall and around the airbox. I mean, like I said, I'm happy to see the progress, but I'm not happy with some of the stuff that I see that needs to be addressed. I mean, it's all stuff that can be fixed, so I'm not overly concerned. But they also need to paint that. The lower part of the bumper needs to be painted black from the front. These mirrors need to be adjusted too. When they put the mirrors on, the guy who was doing the work, he had some problems with the sheet metal, but the door skin, this door skin was kind of floppy. So the mirror kind of droops down because of the weight of the mirror and the door skin being kind of weak, if you will. So they're gonna have to come up with some type of bracket or brace or something so that they can get these mirrors to be parallel to the ground and not drooping like Dumbo ears almost. Because this is supposed to be completely flush against the car. And as you can see, there's probably about a 1/4 of an inch gap between the top of this and the mirror, so that needs to be addressed. This mirror's got to come off as well because it's not aligned with it's not parallel with the ground, so it kind of has a little droop to it. So they gotta go in and do some stuff to make adjustments and get that in order. Put the door panels back on, of course, which are sitting on top of the roof. Trim needs to be touched up. They need to paint the top of this right here where this T-top is. This trim right here on the T-top needs to be painted black so it matches the rest of the trim. They put the seats back in. Got these seats done about 4 or 5 years ago, I think. Maybe a little bit longer than 5 years. And I liked them for the time being. They were good for what I needed them for at the time. But I'm really thinking about changing these. These are like a perforated. This is vinyl, which I prefer. The whole idea behind this car was to sort of be a companion or a mate to my 96 Impala, which it has a similar color scheme, and the interior is black with red stitching, but I have a diamond stitch pattern in the seats and also in the headliner and the door panels. So I was thinking about maybe changing this up just to kind of match that, but I don't know. These seats still look good. I mean, I really hadn't really sat in these seats very much because I never really drove the car that often. So it's kind of those things. It's like, you know, if it's not broken, don't try to fix it. But just me being who I am, I just can't leave well enough alone sometimes. So I may end up changing them out. I didn't get a chance to get any video of it or pictures, but they went in and put down epoxy and rust inhibitor on the floor pans, and then they followed that with Dynamat from front to back. They also put the rear seat brace in there behind the seat to stiffen up the body a bit, since they did the conversion from the hard top to T-top. It definitely helps with you know, with flexing, the body flexing. So they did that, so hopefully that'll hold pretty tight. There is another brace that I want to order that they put on the Grand National, I think the GNXs. I'm gonna order that. I'm gonna have that probably welded in place as an extra support. So they did the trunk. They're supposed to put Dynamat in the trunk too, so I need to get them to do that also. That's another item that they need to take care of. But they did put down that, whatever that sealer is for the trunk. And they did this all through the car and the trunk as well, inside the panels, the trunk panels. Oh, the spoiler's not done yet. They still got to get that finished. This engine cover here, that's an LS3 engine cover from a Camaro. They're gonna paint that for me. That's gonna go in the engine bay once I do my swap. But like I said, I mean, you know, I'm somewhat happy, but like I said again, not happy about some of the little details and stuff. And this is kind of the danger of visiting the body shop as often as I visit, because this is probably all stuff that in the grand scheme of things they probably would take care of on their own, you know, when they do their quality control to, you know, inspect the vehicle before it goes out. They would have caught all this stuff before anyways, because the car's still not ready. I mean, it's probably 2 to 3 weeks, maybe a month out before it's done. But and this is stuff that they probably would have caught anyways. But since I'm here and I'm at the shop at least once or twice a week, you know, I'm seeing it, and you know, they're not bringing it to my attention, and I'm having to bring it to their attention. You know, that's the part that I'm not necessarily happy about. They put the windshield in, end up having to replace this windshield because when they took the old windshield out, it wasn't cracked, but when they took it out, I guess the glue was so dry, they had problems getting it out without cracking it, and they ended up cracking it. So these bezels around the headlights, those are going to be painted red. I think they need to do that. Right here we got it looks like a nick or a scratch there from when they put the trim on. That needs to be touched up. The trim here needs to be touched up. If I was to go around this car with blue tape, half this car would probably be blue. My guy who normally who's the foreman in the shop, he's off today, so I wasn't able to walk around the car with him. But just little detail stuff like that little scratch right there, where it looks like they just kind of burned through it when they were doing the wet sand and buffing, which that stuff happens sometimes. So I understand it's part of the process. But this thing right here needs to be adjusted. It's loose, so they need to figure out why that's loose and put some screws in it and make an adjustment there. I think it's only fair that I show you guys the good, the bad, and the ugly. You know, these cars don't always come out perfect, and there's always stuff that needs to be adjusted and fixed and corrected. So, you know, I want to be fair and make sure I show you everything, and not just not just the good stuff. So we're probably a matter of, I don't know, 2 to 3 weeks maybe from finishing. You know, assuming they can get all the issues worked out and taken care of that I've pointed out. But so it won't be long. I'll just put it like that. It won't be long. Then it's off to the shop to have the LS swap done. But anyways, guys, I appreciate you checking the video out, and feel free to comment, like, share, Give me any suggestions. You know, give me your honest feedback on how you think the car is coming along. I'm open to any feedback, whether it be positive or negative. So, all right, guys, I appreciate it. Like I said, if you're new to the channel and it's your first time watching, do me a favor, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, share the video. Help me out, okay? I appreciate it, guys. Take care now. All right, bye.